I am probably going to regret this idea. But hello, everyone. We are going to be doing a rather odd idea. And that idea is going to be me turning the music off, for one. And for two, we're going to open up a new farm. And we're going to throw out, let's see, should we do standard or four corners? Mm, let's go standard farm. And then, of course, we're going to be Rock. Farm name, open farm, favorite thing, people, because we love people, right? Sure, yeah. That's what I tell myself every day when I put my pants on. So we're gonna let's just randomize. Hey, that ain't too bad. We'll go. We've been doing a lot of Four Corners farm. I want to do a wilderness farm. It's been a while since I've done one. We're gonna guarantee year one completable. Do normal, normal. Yep, yep, yep. Starting cabins, all cabins. Yes. We'll do separate on Four Corners, and we're gonna skip the intro. Alright, so first things first. Let's kill out this frickin' zoom. And then I can't do that right from here. So we're gonna exit a title, co-op, host, host open farm. Maybe I can get a code from that. Building move mode, invite friends, show invite code. Alright. So that'll be the invite code. Hey. So we take that. M9V1V. Goodness gracious, my mouse does not want to work today. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm going to put the invite code up here for now. And then I'll let that go. Alright. Guess that's going to look a little weird. Let me make it like right here. Yeah. That's good. We'll move the bed. We'll worry about that later. Anyways, so obviously there's going to be up to 4 players, so 3 other people can join, and that's it. So first come, first serve, it looks like. Boop. I'm going to hope that nobody tries to do any exploits, so we'll try to hopefully steer clear of that. But hopefully we can get some things going here. I started like I mostly do anyways. Get all these fivers out the way. While I'm alone, I can speed up time as much as I want. So I'm thinking about, I don't know. Do I just go for traveling cart? I usually go for fishing, and then with fishing, we'll go and eventually start doing traveling cart. But I don't know if I want to do that. I know I need copper and a geode. Because I want to trigger Clint as soon as possible. Is that all of it? Probably. Yeah, okay, looking good. Alright. And my dog is causing a little bit of a stir. Alrighty. I've been dealing with a lot recently, and like, I've had a lot of problems recently with like dehydration and like lack of sleep. And last 2 days, I've finally gotten some proper rest, and it's been nice. So I'm gonna just take that and run with it. Be nice. That's 50. So that's a chest. Four, five, six. There we go. What's up, May? How's it going? Yeah, I've been trying. I've been trying to get myself right. All right, let's go to Hi, random rock. Let's go try to get some rest, and then well, not rest, but let's go get some base seeds. It's funny because I was the way I do things is different from what a speedrunner does, especially if they're trying to get like farm experience. Normally, a speedrunner at this point would grab 15 more parsnips, but me, I'm trying to finish community center, so I take priority in doing bean sprouts, cauliflower, and potatoes, and then if I want, I'll get the rest in parsnips, but I don't think we're gonna do that. Got out of the shower, my hair is eternally wet. Well, that's good at least. Okay, I thought there was something wrong with my zoom level. I thought there was something wrong. I was like, I should be seeing more than this. Alright, cool. Yeah, look at that. Missed the leak in the daffodil. Let's grab that. We're gonna plant the seeds, water them, and then any extra energy we're gonna use on wood. I do plan on continuing my single player one here, but I want to just like I don't know. I want to have a little bit of fun and just like chillax. I didn't want to like try hard or do anything. Just looking for a steady time. Plugged in my headset so my audio remixed and Metal Gear noises were way too loud. Yeah, I see you've been playing a lot of Metal Gear. How's that been? Like, is that game like off really that good? I've heard from both sides, like it's really good and then it's really bad, and so kind of curious. It really sucks because like some streamers will say anything just to keep you from doing any content related to theirs, so that's why it's hard to really believe anyone. It's going amazing since I found out you can use the blast punch to just send an explosive fist remotely. Nice. Ooh, you know what? Spring onions. That's what I should be looking for. Okay. I don't want to go all the way to Robin's yet. Um. Hmm. Yo, Raj. Fire. What's up? How you guys doing? I'm trying to get my Xbox controller to work. Last time I streamed, I had a bit of a problem because my headset wasn't working, but I've managed to fix it, as you could probably tell. So now I'm trying to get my Xbox controller to work, and once it does, we might be going back to Dark Souls 3, because I haven't played it in a while, and I think it'd be funny to see me get my ass whooped royally. Ooh, but I'm trying to get it to work, so we can have that little bit of an adventure. Been busy working. That sucks, man. I've been trying to drop this weight. I'm a big guy, as you know. Like I'm a big man. So I've been trying to get myself taken care of, and because it drives me nuts being home anymore. Like it really does. I went out to the dollar store the other day just to get some bread and some basic crap, and it felt so good to be out of the house. Like I underestimate how much being locked up in a house really messes with your mental state. Cause it does. Like me being home, it's horrible for me. But I mean, I really can't afford to do anything else right now, and it sucks. Like I would love to be able to go like to a beach or to Disney World or something, just to be like, hey, yeah, I'm going for the day. Peace. Laptop's not working properly and it overheats when I try to play games. Dang, that doesn't sound good. Get a couple of these in. Cock? Nope, clay. Okay, no. Well, I want to say the wild horseradish. A lot more going on than meets the eye. You'll enjoy it. Huh. Try to get it fixed 3 times now. Nothing works, so I'm done trying. And oh, it's just fun to play. Yeah, I kind of felt that way about the Hitman series. It's always been fun to play the Hitman series for that very reason that I just find it fun. So I gotta make 3 spaces of room. That golden spring onion in my inventory is gonna make us get nothing but golden spring onions for the rest of the time here. So we're gonna definitely keep that safe. We're gonna keep the other spring onions. I could probably eat that one if I need it. If I needs it, I can eat it. I can't knock that acorn yet until I know that it's definitely gonna be good. Because unless I have foraging level 1, it doesn't matter. There we go. Nice. All set up. And let's go ahead and see if we can get some more wood. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do, and I don't know. I've been dilly-dallying whether I want to actually do it or not. Like I want to play Elden Ring, but I just don't have the money to play Elden Ring. Like I don't have that initial investment for the $60, and you know, eh, like it sucks having games come out that are super expensive. That's why I tend to fall back on games I already own, because then I don't have to worry about anything. All right, scythe. I don't need any more. I'm gonna need the water can. I'm gonna need that. All right, let's just do that for funsies. Day 2 is Willie's and fishing. Um, do I really care about? Yeah, I guess I care about fishing. Hi, Clint. You creepy man. Creepy, creepy man. I got my neighbors next door putting a new roof on their house. All I'm hearing is banging, not like all day. It's gonna drive me nuts. I know it is, but all right. Let's go get the rod and play the odds. I should have got 50 wood and brought a chest with me and put a chest down here. I was playing with May on Saturday after stream, and I started doing that, and I really like it. I like having a chest that's right there next to my fishing spot. It really is a good thing to do from here on. Looking for that sweet little deal. You know what? Let's just do some fishing here. Doesn't matter where I fish, as long as I catch. I'm gonna grab a training rod, and we're gonna try training rod experience crap. See if that's any good. I haven't done it before, but you know, we can give it a shot. You know, if I catch a crap load of carps, I mean, it's still experience as long as I. Oh, okay. Sunfish. No? Oh, wow. I always get a sunfish no matter where I'm at, and this is the first time I haven't gotten a sunfish. Oh, that was a horrible cast. I'm gonna catch at least 2 or 3 fish before we get in. Actually, this sardine is good for the community center bundles, so I think we can keep this sardine and keep the seaweed. Anything else I catch is definitely gonna be sold to Willie for the 25 training rod. I think it was herring me calling out for it. I am so incredibly sorry for that horrible joke. Yeah, I know, Willie. It was that bad that you're gonna just go inside. Okay, I understand. I understand. I've been watching How to Get Away with Murder, and holy hell, that show. I thought the show was overhyped when it first came out, but I've been watching it from season 1, and I'm on season 6, episode 5 now. Like, I'm almost caught up, and holy hell, that show. It's crazy. Alright. So these two buy the training rod. Let's get out. No cockles. Got a muscle and a clam though. I'll take it. The other way to get the game you want, maybe, if you catch my drift. No, I'm good. I'll get it legitimately or not at all. I don't trust anything like that anymore. Especially with how everything goes with me. I'm good. I misfriended me, but that was so bad. I'm so bad at alt tabbing to call you out. Yeah. Alright, let's grab that. Put the train rod back in. Do I go up or down? I'll go back down. I'll go back down. I'm gonna lose about 50 minutes, but it's fine. I'm gonna have guaranteed catches. If I guarantee a lot of perfect catches, then by all means, it's even better. But let's see how it goes. Oh, wow. That's a hell of a training rod. Ooh, I will take smallmouth. I will take smallmouth catches any day. Carps aren't worth much. Neither are smallmouth really, but honestly, I prefer smallmouth bass over a carp. Especially as like a perfect these carps very these smallmouth very easily compared to a carp. Carp is kind of annoying sometimes. So a bright freaking light in my eyes. I was gonna do webcam, but the green screen ain't working well for me today, so crap, I just lost a perfect. Caught a sunfish. That's interesting. Ooh. Okay. With the max cast, I'm getting pretty close to that dark water. I like dark water. I had a friend mention that he might get it for me, but I'm not gonna bank on it. It's already 2 weeks after he said he would do it. So, because he was really big into watching Elden Ring players, and yeah, I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I mean, I said if you get it for me, I'll play it because I want to play the game anyways. I'm interested to see what all the hype with Elden Ring was, and it sucks I didn't have the 60, 70, $80 for it, but for those that don't know, I've been dealing with I had to deal with property taxes last month. Well, not last month, but the month before. And then I've been dealing with $1,000 water bill for the last 2 months. And I kid you not, it's literally $1,000 right now. And what it is my water company put a new meter in my ground over here in January. And something wasn't right with it on February because it wasn't reading anything. Then all of a sudden in March, it read 110,000 gallons that got spewed in through somehow. And I have no idea where that water could have gone because I didn't have any leaks on the property. And, well, there's just no way. Like, literally. So, I've been financially struggling to the point where I've been having to go to churches to go get extra food and to make ends meet. Like going to food banks. So it's been rough. It's been a rough couple months here. But I've been trying to keep everything on the up and up, trying to keep things going, and just overall try not to let life bother me too much. You know, I had a chaotic childhood and a chaotic upbringing. I'm kind of used to life not going too easy for me at any time. That's one thing. My dad was chaos, but he gave me enough strength to realize how to get my way out of things. And as far as the water, I'm fighting it right now, so it's hard because it could take up to 90 days for the company to write off that 110,000 gallon disparage like remark. But yeah, we're waiting to see how good, bad, or ugly it could end up being. Iron. Hey, how's it going? So I can still get treasure chests even with the training rod. That's interesting. I'm doing pretty good. Even if it's just smallmouth and sunfish, I'm doing really good, all things considered. Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff I want to do. There's a lot of stuff I kind of feel like I need to do. And honestly, I've been dealing with a lot of stuff personally beyond just health and other stuff. Just a lot of stuff in general that I've been, you know, that behind the scenes is honestly stressing me the hell out, but I'm also trying to figure out just my life in general. Like trying to lose all this weight that I have because I am a morbidly obese guy, like horribly. But I'm trying to keep myself motivated. I'm trying to keep myself with the right frame of mind to keep going, to keep my head above, and just keep, you know, keep pushing forward. And it is hard. Don't get me wrong. I never did much smoking. I did a little bit of drinking, but I was never like an alcoholic. My main problem was food. If I got irritated, I went to food. If I was happy, I went to food. If, I felt depressed or anything else, I went to food. Everyone has a coping mechanism, and mine has always been gaming and food. So I've been trying to like break all these many years of habits, like these 20, 30 years of habits, and it's hard because it's so ingrained, you know. It's hard to adjust your mental state to say, hey, I know you're bored, but don't go eating, or hey, you can't have salt, or hey, you can't have chocolate, or you can't have this, you can't have that. I'm trying to better myself so I can lose the weight, so I can be healthier and I can be happier. Because if I lose the weight, I could probably lose my high blood pressure, and that alone is a huge win to not have high blood pressure anymore. I would love that so much. And it's definitely something I have to fight with. It's a struggle. Like in the last week or so, I've had really bad back problems. Like I've had huge knots by my SI joints, and it's been hard. I've been using muscle relaxer, like like icy hot vapor, like icy hot like rubbing cream and everything. I've been using my massage gun because I bought one when it was on sale on Amazon. I've been doing everything except for taking Tylenol because I'm trying not to take any pain relievers because the pain reliever just blocks the pain. It doesn't solve the muscle problem that's down there. So I've been trying to fix the actual problem, and it's been hard. When I did have a chiropractor, even the chiropractor said, until you lose weight, I can't do anything for you. And it's rough. Like, to be told that you're basically like SOL until you drop some weight, and then having no way to actually drop the weight. It's hard. I had a heart doctor tell me that I need to exercise. But he said, "Oh, by the way, you can't walk, run, you can't do anything that might impact your joints because you're a really big guy. So nothing that can impact your joints." I said, "Okay, so what's that leave me with?" He's like, "Yeah, just get a swimming pool." I'm like, "Look, I may be white and I may be privileged, but I don't have that kind of privilege. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't exactly have a checking account with a couple grand in it. I'm poor white trash. Let me just be honest. There ain't no way I'm gonna be able to pull that off." And I don't know. It's rough, honestly, that people expect so much out of others, and it's like, okay, well, I mean, it's good. You want to see the best for me, and don't get me wrong, that's great. But oh, nice, level 2 fishing. But yeah, it's like, and then it's worse because at the same time that I got that piece of advice, COVID hit. That was 2 years ago, by the way. And yeah, it was really bad timing. It was really bad timing. So not only do I not have a swimming pool, but any swimming pools that I could use, like the YMCA or anything, was now shut down because of COVID. I had no way of losing weight besides, going against doctor's orders and trying to walk or do low impact stuff that I had no business even doing. So it's been a fun run. All right, Mime, I'll see you later. Oh crap! Hi. Oh my god! I got the catfish on the first catch. Let's go. I take that. I take that. Oh my god. At 6 o'clock in the morning, I got a catfish on day 3. You know what? Training rod's the way to go from now on. I'm a changed man. I'll admit it. From now on, I'm going training rod route. I'm a reformed man. I believe in it now. Plus, I made 600 with the training rod. I mean, we're from 375 to 975, and that's with a $25 training rod. I got 2 levels in fishing. That's even with me taking the time loss to go and move to the farm and coming back. I could probably got level 3 fishing, not, knowing everything. You sneaky bitch. See, now I'm getting actual quality fish. I'm not getting, like, regular fish. So now I'm going to get more bank. I can catch my fill during the day now. Right before Willie. Hey. Right before Willie hangs his hat up for the day, around 4 o'clock, I could sell whatever I have in my bag, make some money, and then go for those eel hunting. Go get that eel hunt. Mm-mm-mm. It's hard. It's worth doing. I know, buddy. I know. Like, fire, honestly, like, I've been fighting like hell. And I don't feel like giving up. If I want to give up, dude, trust me. I wouldn't be ordering... I wouldn't have a freezer full of spinach and other healthy shit. I wouldn't have tomatoes and lettuce. I wouldn't have, you know, 30 cans of tuna in my house. I hate tuna now. I used to love tuna. I hate tuna now. But you know what? I have enough of it to kill a fucking horse. between that and brown rice, I can probably even eat a month just... Why? Why stones? I could eat a month on just tuna and rice. Like, let's be honest. And I wouldn't have to worry about a damn thing. I mean, I'm pretty much to the point where I might just do that. Just go a whole month just eating nothing but tuna. You know? Get a small breakfast item, like maybe some like sausage on a pancake stick, or like sausage pancakes on a stick or something like that, and just take a whole month and eat tuna for lunch and tuna for dinner. Yeah, I'll be driven fucking nuts, but you know what? It's good. It'll be good for me. Especially if I cut back on the bread part of it. I don't know. It might be the push I need to do. I might need to get that desperate. Because, like I said, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of feeling like crap. Dude, I'm tired of being overweight. Oh, wow, an iridium quality. Awesome. Uh, I got totally distracted by that. But yeah, I'm a big guy, man. I'm tired of being out of breath. I'm tired of being in pain. I'm tired of being anxious. I'm tired of everything. Like, I go through so much crap that I don't tell anybody. Like, not even my girlfriend knows half the crap that I go through. And it's not that I don't trust her with it. It's that I just don't feel like reliving everything. Thai sweet chicken chili for lunch. Nice. See, I would love that. I would love anything that tastes halfway decent. Like last night I made 2 hamburgers and I had spinach. And that was my dinner. Like I just loaded myself up with B vitamins. Well yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, Raj. Is that in the morning I'm eating eggs with sausage. Because I have those sausage patties. So I'm eating eggs and sausage for breakfast. I have a protein shake for lunch. And then at night I either have a salad with chicken. Or I'm having... Fuck, I should have grabbed that treasure chest. Or I'm having or I'm having hamburgers, or I'm having something else, or some tuna. So I'm balancing. I'm getting plenty of protein. Because I know protein is definitely going to make me feel fuller. It's going to make me feel better. And then I'm also trying to get vitamin B in me, because vitamin B is good for me. Plus, I was like mildly anemic for a while, so I'm trying to keep as much vitamin B in my system as possible. Plus, it's supposed to be good for like a anti-stroke thing, so... if I don't want to die young, it's probably good that I keep doing that. But, what's up, Willie? Nice. That's that money I like to see. That's the money I like to see right there. Yeah, trust me, I've been wrapping my head around having a diet, having to change, having to break the cycle, You know, I'm trying not to eat when I'm bored. I'm trying not to eat whenever I'm feeling like crap. If I get into an argument with someone, I'm not trying to go grab a Snickers bar or something, not sponsored. But I'm not trying to go grab a Snickers bar or go grab a bag of chips or something, and just chew away my frustration. Like literally, when I grew up, I was more or less neglected by my dad. Like, I mean, let's be honest. And the one way I got around, just being treated like dog shit constantly was food, was candy. You know, it's always been like that. It's a horrible way to live, honestly. And subjectively speaking, I understand that. But it's hard to break fucking fish. It's hard to break habits that you've had, your entire lifetime. Like, it really is. I mean, that's just life. Let's just be honest. That's just life. I have my problems, but everybody else has their own. Everybody else has their own issues. There's a guy. There's a guy in India right now who's working as a massage, like a masseuse, for $2 per massage on a main street near a beach or something. You know, there's all kinds of people. I was watching this video and they were talking about how they were in one of the major Indian cities in the Northeast, and I looked at it and you can see where this guy was massaging from. Like if you take the store in the local background and you looked it up on Google, you could find exactly where that man was when that video was taken. It is crazy. Like I'm just looking there like holy crap. Like this guy is next to the river. You know, you see all the traffic that's going by. People are using boats to get around because it is along a river. And and this guy, he was a skinny mofo. Like he wasn't like he was doing his very best to survive. So, oh, probably. I mean, it looks like he had like an opium pipe. So I'm pretty sure that that was his drug of choice. So like he would do opium and then give someone a massage, ate a bag of chips, make a little tea. Hi, is that the eel? It is 420. Yeah, it could be the eel. Yep, that's the eel. I need to go sell these fish. Nice. Up to 1800. That's what I like to see. 1800 on day 3 is beautiful. That eel is part of the fishing bundle, so we're keeping it as well as the catfish. Oh, I need to get a shad. Oh, flubbernucks. Yeah, let's go. Let's go get the shad. We did good for money already today. Trash, thank you. Yo, Doyle, what's up? How's it going? It's nice to see you. No, but I mean, like I said, like that's why I don't take anything for granted anymore. Yeah, I'm struggling. Don't get me wrong. I am struggling financially. I am doing my best I can with everything. But I know there's guys out there like that who are exposed to the sun 24 you know, all day long, having to do whatever they can to make ends meet, doing any odd job, even giving massages to strangers just to, get a little bit of money for something to drink, something to eat. I mean, he charges $2 per massage, so, but that's also $2, the conversion rate is definitely going to be there. Like, there's definitely, because I've seen this thing where, like, there's Vietnamese massages, okay? They are full body massages, they are ear clean, face scrub, you know, they walk on your back and all that fancy shit. And all of that is like usually 15 bucks USD, you know? And I'm like, dude, for 15 bucks, I get a haircut here. I don't get the massage. I don't get the ear cleaning service. I don't get the nail clipping service. I don't get all that stuff. Like, I would love to do something like that. Just go to Vietnam and just get spoiled for 15 bucks. Like, are you serious? I would love that. That's why I don't get, like, you know, they talk about like these rich Saudi princes and everything, and I'm like, dude, you know why they rich? They made their money, and now they live in the third world countries where it's like literally pocket change for them to just do whatever they want. If they want to rent the hotel, it's like what, 50 bucks for us or a night, and they're sitting in like suites. Hey, come on. They're playing it smart. They're not staying in America where they have to have their shit taxed and everything else. Hell no, they're moving over to the Asian countries and to, you know, India and that shit. Not to offend you, Raj, but I mean, America just sucks. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, we got money that could be made, but as a people, we are horrible. I'm gonna have a hell of a time finding a shad. What the hell are you? Don't tell me you're a fucking catfish. You feel like a catfish. You're definitely a catfish. Oh my god. Yeah, that was an annoying ass catfish. That's what that was. All right. Well, I won't get a shad today, but that's fine. We can get shad, I think, in summer on rainy days too. Playing Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. I heard that was a good game too. Yeah, things are always more expensive over here. Like, I hate it. I got a friend who lives in Brazil, right? And I tell you, man, the dude is living the high life. He is happy. He's got them fine Brazilian girls, and he's just, man. I feel for him because I don't know if he knows what to do with all that. You know what I'm saying? And he's living the high life. He is enjoying himself over there. Now, obviously, what we see on TV, Brazil is not always peaceful and not always great, but I mean, neither is America anymore. I mean, look at it. Alright, it's level 3 fishing. Roughly $1.50 for food per day. Yeah, see, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing, bro. I wish I could do that just with my current living expenses. $1.50 a day for food is nothing. Like, I would pay that gladly. But, yeah, unfortunately, that's just not how it works here. Alright. Okay. That's Robin says saying that she's a horrible person. Hello, worms. Extra seeds. We like those. Yeah, like my food bill comes up to like 400 bucks a month, and even that just still barely touches what we really need. Because here's the thing. Okay, let me be straight with you, like perfectly on the straight and narrow with y'all. When I cooked wherever the fuck I wanted to, with no worries about health or anything at all, my food bill was 250 bucks. It was not much. All right. Now that I'm trying to eat lettuce and spinach and trying to get proper nutrients and this and that, now that I'm trying to eat healthy and be better, my fucking bill has gone through the gosh darn roof. Like I'm talking $400 a month, and that's not with any pickup fees or anything that I end up having to pay. It is ridiculous. You cannot try to lose weight in America anymore. It's ridiculous. And I feel bad because I'm trying to have a girlfriend. I want to eventually like have a future with her, and I can't even save money because my food bills alone are fucking ridiculous. Like, and that's just for me. That's just for me to have eggs every morning with a little bit of with my sausage. That's for me to have a couple loaves of bread. Like I can show you my food list that I bought from Aldi, one of the cheapest places that I can buy stuff from, and it's still, even with the reduced cost, it still runs me in the 320s for the very cheapest stuff. I mean, it's crazy. That's why I don't understand when people sit there and talk about, oh well, why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do that? It's like, dude, here's the thing. If I had a job, I would gladly do whatever I needed to. If I had income besides what the government was giving me, I would be able to afford whatever I wanted to. Because then I know, hey, all I gotta do is work harder and I can get what I want. But with my current situation, I'm stuck with what I have, and it's not great. And then you go to think about it, like you have old men and old women living on stuff on these paychecks like I do, the same amount of money, mind you. And you think about how the hell are these people surviving? Like I own my house, and that's the only thing that's saving my ass right now is the fact that I don't have a mortgage. I don't have rent to pay. If I had that, I would have nothing. I would be living in a car, or I would have had a bought an RV, and I'd be living out of an RV. I wouldn't even be able to stream. I wouldn't be able to do anything. And that's tough. That's what real life is, and it's scary. You are pretty much forced into finding a spouse and using them just so you can pay your bills. And I know that seems cynical, but it's true. It's like you're not anybody to the justice system or anybody. Like, and even when you have a spouse, okay, well, now America's happy, they'll give you a tax credit. So it's like, okay, cool. So it takes me to put a ring on someone else's finger for me to be successful. It's crazy. What the hell? But you understand what I'm getting at, like, and unless you get like this high education with a high paying job, you're not going to be able to live alone. And then it's even scarier because you got people like most women want to find a guy who's successful, who has prospects, who has a future, and you get a guy like me who has been broken most of his fucking life. It's like, dude, I got nothing. You know how hard it is for me to get a date usually? I was lucky to find the one who said yes to me. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Even if even if say you do find that one special person, she gets the bug up her ass and files for divorce. It's usually the guy that takes the fall, not the females. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm being real. You know, guys get screwed all the time, and it's always because guys should know better or some other bullshit line. I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I Like I said, I am very happy with the person I'm with because I'm not just another number. I'm not just a way to pay her bills. Obviously not, because I can't even pay my own bills hardly, really. Let's be honest. But what I have right now is actually a connection. You know, it's someone to fight with against this crazy freaking world. It's something I haven't had in a very long time. So, and it sucks as we get into arguments. We get into fights quite a bit recently. Even as soon as last night, we got into a bit of an argument over some things, and it sucks. It's like I don't want to. Okay, thank you, Stardew, for letting me click out. I don't want to piss her off, obviously. As a man, that's the last thing I want to do is piss a girl off. That means if she ain't happy, you ain't happy. That's the number one thing I learned growing up. But I always learned the old ways. You know what I mean? Like the man's got to take care of the lady. But now we're in a time that where ladies want to have equal rights. They have equal footing with men. It isn't, men just take care of ladies anymore. But at the same time, guys are also stuck with this double standard because women want this, this freedom, this, ability to show themselves, and then they also want the man to take care of them, which is kind of like a slap to the face. Like, hey, are you serious? I mean, thankfully, not all women are like that. Again, I got lucky. It's nice to have someone who's independent, who doesn't need a man but wants one. But it is a problem recently. Yeah. And honestly, I was cynical like that for the longest time, especially being single. Let's go see what the traveling merchant has. Alright, no rain on day 5. Come on. Awesome. Oh, Marnie. Meow. Meow. Uh, call it baby. But yeah, I mean, and that's one of the few things that bothers me is like, ooh, nice. Gold star. Women talk about how hard it is to be a woman, and don't get me wrong, it definitely is. Like, I'm no feminist, I'm a realist. And it does suck being a woman sometimes. I could tell you that because I have women friends. I hear them bitch and moan all the time. And, it's the same bitching and moaning that us guys do. Is he cheating on me? Is she cheating on me? You know, we all worry about the same shit. That quality sprinkler. That puffer fish is a buy. Poppy seed muffin. Coffee bean. The mother loving coffee bean is in here. Oh, that coffee bean would give me 2 seasons of enjoyment. What the heck was that sound? Let's restart the day. If I can get $600, then I'm good. I am Arnie. Meow. Meow. Actually, no. I don't want the cat. The cat's just gonna get in my way. Alright, so the one is definitely scripted. What can I sell? I can sell the wood. I don't want to sell that crap. That's what I can do. Alright. Rice shoots. I'm gonna go plant these real quick. Those were automatically water themselves. I never got touched to rice shoots ever again. Alright, but what I need to do is this. I need to go over here. Let me grab. Actually, let me grab this. I know the coffee bean is inside the traveling merchant for 2,500. So I'm gonna play a little bit of a gamble here, and I'm gonna pray that it pulls through. I'm gonna pray there's extra spring onions. I'm gonna pray that I can also use that exploit still to get more golden ones. All right. So it's 1% of the. Yeah, it is. Like honestly, did they fix it? You know what? I got a better idea. We'll load up our auto clicker. Okay. Didn't work. Oh, because auto clicker. Okay. No. No, I don't want you. Wish you would stop. Right click. One. Minimize. We'll see. I have an auto clicker set to 1 millisecond. So this is clicking constantly. If it picks it up, we know it still works. If it doesn't, well, then we know they patched it. It looks like they patched it. That sucks. Yeah, because it wouldn't fight this long if they didn't patch it. Okay, they patched the spring onion exploit. That sucks. All right. Well, now I know I can sell the spring onions because they're not gonna be any good to me. All right, let's go to Pierre's. We'll sell some stuff. Um, try to get that extra 600 bucks. Because if I can get, I would want that quality sprinkler too. So that's the thing. Like, do I go quality sprinkler or do I go for the coffee bean? Coffee bean's gonna be an endlessly growing thing. It is going to be huge. You know, for lack of better terminology. If I can get the coffee beans too, that would be amazing. Well, coffee bean and the sprinkler. Hi, Jody. God, I would want that sprinkler so bad though. Only because those coffee beans are gonna start growing exponentially. So one bean drops 3 to 4 beans, and then when those are ready, those drop 3 to 4 beans, while also like, and it continues to go. I'm gonna have a full farm in no time. So that's why I have no problems buying that coffee bean. How much is a sprinkler? 22.50. I gotta make 2 grand. 2 grand without exploiting. How am I gonna do that? Fishing won't make that. Fishing is the best way I have to make money right now too. I can sell wood. That wouldn't do it. How do I do it? I don't know about that, Raj. I think you could make it if you wanted to. Just a matter of getting the right paperwork and getting the money together. I mean, that's the biggest problem. The other thing, though, is like, who's gonna really fight over India? Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know that sounds bad, but hear me out. Everybody hates America. Everybody hates Russia. They dislike China. No one gives a royal fuck about India. You know? And I'm just saying, I'd rather personally have a way to live in India right now than live in fucking America. I'm sure the NSA is wiretapping me by saying that. Because, you know, they think I'm probably going to be like a social terrorist. But I would love to be, you know, out of America. Because that'd be one less thing I have to worry about. Is some orange fucker pissing off some more people and just straight up getting us blown the hell to smithereens. Like, you know what one thing in common that most post-nuclear games have is that usually it's held in America. Do you know why there's a lot of post-nuclear games that are held in America? It's not because we love America, it's because people hate America. And unfortunately, that's just the truth of it. I mean, people hate Americans, they hate everything we stand for, and they hate how greedy we are, and it's ridiculous. We have no social security here. You either work or you die in here. Hell, we barely have social security ourselves. You know how many times social security in the last 20 years has been attempted to be abolished? And it may not have been directly like outspoken and out forthright, but my dad, while he was alive, almost had his social security checks removed multiple times. and and he died way long before coronavirus even was a thing. So you can imagine. Our fearless leaders over here aren't doing that hot, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I guess the moral here is the grass always looks greener on the other side. You know, where you are looks better to me because I live here and I hate it here. But from where you are, maybe it looks better over here because we have some safety nets. But at the same time, you know, again, maybe it just amounts to my white privilege again. Nice. Two parsnips and two potatoes. Wait, are those potatoes or are those cauliflower? I hope those are potatoes. Yay. Now let's hope the frickin' crow didn't take anything. Nice. No crows to knock me from belows. Nice. That's what I like to see. Never looks green to anyone at this point, I'm pretty sure. Honestly, yeah. Like, I don't know. I've thought about Japan many times. Like, if I had like a dream destination, where would I go? And even Japan is questionable at this point because, I mean, if you think about it, all the people in Japan, they don't like foreigners. They don't. They don't like foreigners in any way, shape, or hey, I needed you. In any way, shape, or form. I'll pick you up later, actually. They don't like foreigners. And it's funny because I was watching the Trash Talk podcast, and they were talking about, what it's like to be a white guy in Japan. And very few people speak English. And those that do, I mean, it's far and few between. There was one complaint that one of the guys made that says, like, if you need a doctor in Japan, good luck. You're not going to find a doctor in Japan that speaks English. It's very hard to find someone in a medical field that speaks English as well. You normally, if you're looking for English speakers, you're looking at like convenience stores, looking at like taxi drivers, that kind of stuff. You know, airport personnel. Those are the only places you're going to find translators in any way, shape, or form. And, well, I mean, that's what it is, unfortunately. I mean, it's just, you know, after the war, like World War II had us against them. Oh, crap, it's another catfish. Yeah, goodbye. I'm not getting that catfish. After World War II, I mean, Japan wasn't exactly happy with us, and, remnants of that is still ingrained into their culture. Like, they're still not too happy with America, but, they're all right. They all right. Obviously, they're not going to be, very grateful, for us to come over there and like be annoying, loud fucks. Like, and that's the other thing. Like, Japan is so cool because they have social norms. They have respect ingrained into them. Like, I feel bad because a lot of Americans that do go over there, You know, the rich white idiots that just don't give a damn about anybody. Are you fucking serious? Okay. The rich white guys that go over there all the time, they're spoiled little white rich kids that don't know how to treat people like people. So, and it's funny because it's proven true because again, same podcast. They had one of their friends go into this out of the way restaurant. Like, place doesn't see very many tourists at all. So they send the guy in that can speak the most fluent Japanese. You know, he gets a table for him and three other friends. Now, mind you, this is a traditional Japanese town that doesn't see very many tourists. Three white guys walk in, and they said that every person's head in that bar turned and stared at them. They said it was like going to a Wild West show, and you know it being finally, thank you, got the shot I wanted. It was like going to a Wild West show and then being the main attraction because they just it wasn't not it wasn't normal. It wasn't natural to them. They didn't feel comfortable because they are ingrained to think, hey, white guy gonna make a lot of noise, gonna be really annoying. You know, even our action movies. You know, look at that. Look at the difference between like kung fu, like Asian action movies, and American action movies. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but usually Asian action movies have some sort of knowledge and respect about them. It isn't just some brute of an Asian guy going around kicking ass and blowing things up. It's a guy who is like being a detective, you know, trying to figure things out. You know, he's using his intellect. He's not using, you know, muscles, guns, and craziness. Now, you look at an American movie, and you think, hey, Michael Bay, hey, there you go. You got the American movie all laid out for you. What's that? Giant fucking robots, explosions, people getting killed, blood, everything. Yeah. And that's what they associate that, you know? And I don't blame them. Their best association for America is through movies, and what they see about our movies is we're usually big, hulky white guys with tons of muscles, little brains, who don't really give a fuck how we get to the answer. We just blow shit up and shoot things until we get it right. I have never seen Bollywood because Bollywood is so funny. There's been so many jokes about Bollywood, like all their jump cuts and all this weird crap. Like, oh, like a Bollywood drama film. I've seen the parodies and the spoofs on them, and dude, that shit has me rolling. That shit is so funny. Like all the drama cuts, the close-up angle, the far pulls, and it's like a 2-minute edit on like a 2-second ordeal. It could be a girl coming out of the car, and it's like a 2-minute like super edit of somebody who just got PowerPoint for the first time, or you know, or something like that. And I seen that, and I was like, I was rolling, dude. I was laughing so hard. Like, hell, all you see in American movies anymore is fucking shaky cam and dumb shit. Whoever came up with the concept of a shaky cam, really, really, who the hell paid that guy? Because you know a guy came up with it. Because if a girl came up with it, it wouldn't be a shaky cam. Oh, fucking geode. Awesome. Yeah, we have stupid movies in Asia too. Yeah, but I mean, like, traditionally speaking, Asian movies, they speak more towards intellect, towards, you know, trying to understand the situation, try to understand what's going on. You know, we have TV shows now that are slowly starting to get into there. They're starting to get into that mental process. And, you know, it's nice. It's nice to see that. It's nice to see America finally adopting something from Asia that isn't fucking wire hanging and, you know, some bullshit racist wushu bullshit, you know? I don't get me wrong, Jet Li's Fearless was fucking amazing, but, I mean, if I want to see real kung fu, I'll go watch Bruce Lee kick some ass, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see no fake ass crap, you know, shit. Alright, up to 600. At 4 o'clock, the eels come out, and I'm going to be focusing on getting eels. We hit level 4 fishing for sure, because I could tell by the distance of the rod. We definitely hit level 4 fishing. But yeah, I mean, we all have stupid movies. Like, the UK has that Simon guy who did, like, what? Shaun of the Dead and those kind of movies. They have him. I mean, we have a lot of dumb stuff, like from Pauly Shore back in the 90s. We've had our fair share of dumb movies. Some of Adam Sandler's early shit was like him and Happy Gilmore, which is dumb comedic shit. Like, yeah. Oh, there's nothing wrong with muscle and guns. Don't get me wrong. It speaks to every man's heart, you know. You know, us real men love that shit. But and you know, maybe the term "real men" is probably stereotypical. Let's just say that. But I don't know. It's nice to see a little bit like half and half. Like I talked about it earlier, but there's this show that I've been watching called How to Get Away with Murder. And it's really cool because you have a show that is so involved with the mental process of trying to get away with, you know, they get themselves in a lot of trouble and they're constantly trying to dodge the law, dodge different way to do things, while also trying to keep some normalcy in their life. And it's crazy. Like it's psychological, but at the same time, you have those moments where they need a little bit of strong arm. They need a little someone to do some dirty work, and you got that one character that's like, hey, you know, you tell me what you want. You know, there's plenty of characters in that show that show both sides of the spectrum. You got the thinkers, the you know the ones that are verbally trying to navigate the system, while you have the other ones that are pulling some muscle to further their own agenda and and to keep them safe. But there's a huge difference. I mean, even today, like if you look at upbringing, the traditional families for an an Asian family versus an American fuck you versus an American family. You know, Asian families they grow up with respect. They grow up with family values. You know, and I love that shit. That's why before I got my girlfriend, I was looking for an Asian girl, a Puerto Rican girl, Mexicano. You know, I want Asian Latino. I don't want a white girl. Shit. I've been dating white girls for the last couple of years. You know what happens? They don't understand what a family is. They only understand one thing: how to get what they want. They want money. They're gonna get that from you, and after that, they gone. But you find a Latino girl, you find yourself a good Asian girl. They know family. They know sacrifice. No, and that's what I was looking for. I wanted someone who was very family centric. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I do have problems with my girlfriend because she grew up in a very privileged home. You know, it wasn't easy for her, but she never needed. She even had like if you take a look between our refrigerators, her refrigerator is stocked full of groceries, stocked full of all kinds of stuff. Like she has V8 Splash in there. She got all the name brand stuff. It looks real nice in her fridge, you know. My fridge looks horrible. I mean, let's just be honest. My fridge looks like I just went to the dollar store, grabbed whatever I could off the shelves, and I put it in the fridge. There is a huge difference between everything. You know what? Let them cancel me. Oh, hell. That was a fishing glitch. That's cool. JJ, that's the thing. I don't care what I say because what I say is how I feel. I'm not gonna sit there and watch what I say because at the end of the day, one, this is my channel. Two, if someone's gonna cancel me over my thoughts, that's them. That's them getting away from my constitutional right of freedom of speech. So I'm American. I have the constitutional rights to defend me, and at the end of the day, that's what I have. YouTube can't shut me down because I'm an American. Now, if I was saying something very racy and very, horrible. Whoa. Okay, that's just weird. If I was saying something very racy, very horrible, then yes, I would understand it. But, yeah. And yeah, exactly, Fire. I know white privilege exists. I ain't stupid. I'm not blind to that fact. Do I think I had it better than my black friends when I was coming up in high school? Hell yeah, I knew I had it better. Even with a drunk dad who abused my mom and everything else, I knew I had it better. I'm not stupid. Yeah. And here's the thing, it's not about respecting blacks or about respecting any one type of person. You know what makes your job easier when it comes to respecting people? Just respect everybody. It's simple as that. Why do you have to... Okay, JJ, you want to talk about cancel culture? Here we go. I'm going to give you something to cancel me on. Because I know anybody in the cancel culture will love what I'm about to say. Alright? Boys, put your boots on. Because shit's about to fly. I think, personally, that Black History Month, Asian History Month, and Pride Month are bullshit. Now, I say this because, again, why do we need to have a dedicated time to celebrate a dedicated group of people? Why can't we celebrate them year round? Why can't we respect them year round? Why in February do I have to be like, okay, well, Martin Luther King was a thing, so for 1 month I'm gonna be very nice to my black neighbor, but after that, hey, fuck that guy. You know, what was it? Last month was Asian Pride Month or whatever, because YouTube had this whole Asian creator thing going on. How come YouTube can't be like, okay, well, Asian creators are great year round? You know what I'm saying? Why has it gotta be a 1 month ordeal where we give a damn about a group of people? Why do we only have 1 month to celebrate gay pride and transgenders? Why can't we celebrate them year round as well? They're people too. So I mean, like that's what drives me nuts. And I had this conversation with a couple people, and I was told, "Hey, don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. People are gonna misunderstand you." But misunderstand me. Go ahead. Give me a reason why we have to have a Black History Month when we can't have a Black History Year. Tell me why we shouldn't have why we shouldn't have an Asian History Month when we can have an Asian History Year. Why can't we respect people in general all the damn time? Why has it got to be a special bargain sale when it comes around to when we need to respect people? It's so stupid. It is so stupid. You talk about perpetuating hate. That's what perpetuates it. Because we're just being like, yeah, it don't exist. And we know the shit exists. We know hate exists. Hell, there's still a racist old man in fucking... What state was that? Where the KKK clan leader, the Grand Master Wizard or whatever, still lives. He still lives here to this day. He still spouts his KKK rhetoric. And you know what? People still go to his fucking meetings. It's crazy. It's mind blowing. Here in 2022, almost 100 years later, from where most documentaries will look at the KKK, they're still a thing, and it's fucking disgusting. It is. I know. I'm talking about this while playing Stardew Valley, which is totally opposite spectrums. Makes no sense for me to play this game and to talk about this, but they are. Yeah, and that's what it is. It's the desire to have special treatment because some white assholes back in the day enslaved some people, and because of that, white people have to kiss ass, and for some reason, that makes African Americans and Asian guys and all these other shits happy. You think that any of the fucking companies that change their logos for Gay Pride Month or for Black History Month, you think those companies give a fuck about you? Whether you black, Asian, transgender, gay, or whatever? They don't give a fuck about you. They care about your money. That's why they're changing their logos to say, hey, we're a partner. Hey, we're here to, say, hey, we love these people or we love those people. They don't love shit except for money. The only color they care about is green. They don't care if you white, black, red, yellow, purple, or turquoise. Pick a color. And unfortunately, it's true. These are first world problems, and it's so dumb. It's so dumb that we have to actually care about this. That this is actually a topic. But nobody wants to say it. Nobody wants to stand up and say, "Hey, we should really, treat people right." And those who do say it, they'll say it for as long as they get press coverage. You know, there was that one little girl that, did all that work, got that press coverage, Oh my gosh, he's the next Martin Luther King. You know what happened to her? She's quiet now. You don't hear anything. You don't hear anything about her. And it's crazy. So, what's going on? Did she just stop caring? Is she being swept under the rug? What's going on? Have African Americans think that white people went to Africa and took them for their villages, when in fact it was other Africans who enslaved them and sold them. Yeah, and honestly, that's a huge portion of it. You know, you had other warlords back in the day, raid and pillage other villages. Then say, hey, this sick white man, he'll buy these guys. We don't need this many people in cages. Hell. Oh, another coffee bean. You gotta be kidding me. Grandmother end table. Pepper poppers. Ooh. Grab that tomato. I really want to grab these pepper poppers, but uh, we'll worry about that later. But yeah, I mean, that's why I love when someone brings up cancel culture. Because the problem with cancel culture is that they're never really fighting for anything for too long. They only care about the current problem that they're talking about, and after that, they just go back home, and then they look for the next little thing to write about so they can be put on the news again. Find me a group of people that actually give a damn about someone, and that's who I want to talk to. But it's hard to. It's hard to find someone who actually gives a damn about anybody else. And it's ridiculous. My ass doesn't feel kissed enough. I need my Rajesh History Month, an entire month to celebrate me. Exactly. Thank you, Raj. You know what? You're gonna get November. You get no, we can't do November because that's Thanksgiving. That's when we thank the Indians for being nice enough to let them, be nice to us. So can't do November. December we praise the people in the north. So like Santa and them. Let's see, October. Nope, that's for your dead ancestors. Uh, you know, we're gonna have to, look at the calendar. There's been a lot of changes to the calendar recently for appropriation and whatnot. So we'll have to get back to you on what month is your month. it's it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Uh, it's like every month's got to be another. So when is Indian History Month? Like the Native American History Month? When do we get that? When's that day come about? When is Chinese History Month? Is that wrapped in with the Asians? Because then why is why is it Black History Month? Does that wrap up all black people everywhere, no matter where you at, no matter what you're from? It just seems more racist to lump everybody together and say, "Hey, we're gonna celebrate you all together," instead of realizing your differences. We're here to celebrate your individuality while wrapping you up in a single fucking banner and saying thank you to the group instead of saying thank you to the individual. And that's what drives me nuts. Like, why? And mind you, I am not like I'm not a spokesperson for anybody. I'm not a social leader or anything like that. I don't ever plan to be. I don't have the means to talk about this kind of stuff. But time to add 13 months just so I can get my ass kissed. Yeah, we'll take a day. So every month that ends in 31, we'll make them all end in 30, and then take those 4 or 5 days and make a 13th month straight just for you. It'll only be like a couple days long, but you know what? You'll be special. You'll be special. For that 1 week, it'll be like, it'll be like your birth week, but like we actually kiss your ass the entire week. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that frustrates me to no end. That people are so easily influenced by companies changing their logos to meet, to meet these once a month of like once a year events, you know, and it's like, are you serious? Like companies don't care about gay pride during gay pride month, and then after that they go back to their own logo and they treat everybody the same. Even during the month, there's nothing special. There's like, hey, we like you, maybe. It's like, yeah, I want to celebrate Prince Rajesh. Prince Raji, glorious he, Raja Babwa. We'll give you the Aladdin theme, but maybe remix it a little bit. But keep in mind, time and holidays are made to celebrate. Yeah, I mean Thanksgiving is literally the us giving thanks to the predecessors of America for being nice enough to allow us to invade their shores, take over their property, and drive them into indentured servitude. Like what America did to Indians after the Thanksgiving, like the people who originally landed, they were cautious, but they weren't assholes to the full extreme. Once we got a government and we started actually giving a damn about land rights and everything else, then it's like, oh, by the way, we know you were here first, but we now have a deed that says we're better than you. First a few days, then a few months, then I slowly take over the entire year, and then I become a god. Well, I don't know if Buddha would like that, buddy. Don't know if Buddha would like that. Ugh. Eh, I don't know. One of my biggest things recently too is that my girlfriend wants me to get back into trying to be a member of the church and that kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, I do try because I adore the hell out of her. But I had a talk with her. I was like, look, I know you really want me to be part of your church, and I know you really want me to be, a reformed man. You want me to praise God and all that. But but I asked her, look, if I can't accept God, how are you gonna feel about it? What if I just don't? Is that a deal breaker? For someone who is such a devout, a person of devout faith, what if your boyfriend doesn't believe? Now, mind you, I'm not gonna like suffocate her belief. I'm not suffocating any of our kids' beliefs in the future. I'm not saying that can't happen because again, it comes down to me believing that anybody should have the right to believe in anything they want. You know, if you want to believe in Buddha, believe in Buddha. If you want to believe in God, believe in God. You want to believe in Yahweh, you know, good luck at being kosher. But that's another thing. Like people are so worried about skin color and beliefs and everything else. Like just let the people pray to who they want to pray to. Oh, I did it dumb. I undid it dumb. It's like why is there a holy war? You think that your God wants you to kill people for any reason whatsoever? You know, it's crazy. But I don't know. It's just nuts. Religion is nuts, and it's messy, it's dirty, and it can be really crazy sometimes. But that's just my hot take on it. I mean, there is that song, "What if God was one of us?" What if there is? What if? Let's just say, what if? Just like Marvel's "What if." Let's go with our "What if." What if there is a God? What if the God, upon giving us life, gives a little piece of themselves into us? We're not immortal. We're not perfect, but we're alive. We become part of this world to make some sort of minute change, whether it's to uplift others of our kind, to build something, to advance something. You know, even if it is to make someone feel better, or to set someone straight. They say that the Lord works in mysterious ways. What if we all are a part of that? It's crazy. And I know that's not the meaning of the song. The meaning of the song is, to treat everybody right. You never know. What if God is that homeless guy and you shun that homeless guy? It's more of a warning song than a rally song. It's really weird, but you know, but that's what I feel like. What if we just treat everybody like they were special? Why can't we just be kind? Why do we gotta sit here? Why does an idiot like Putin gotta destroy half of Ukraine? Kill people, make them suffocate with horrendous weapons of war when that doesn't have to be done. There, there's no reason for it. There isn't. And any reason that can be seen as justified from that, perspective can also be flipped. What if, what if it was Russia that was suffering? What if it was Russian people suffering? Then how would it feel? Would Putin be just as happy as he is now with what has gone through the Ukrainian, conflict? Would he be just as happy as his actions are if he had to suffer in the same way? Because I guarantee you he wouldn't be happy. There's no way. Yeah, exactly. And that's why, honestly, he should be out of power by now. But you know what? No one wants to fight him on it because everyone's scared of Putin. Just like Kim Jong. Kim Jong, I'm telling you, his sister, from what I've read about and what I've heard about her, she is a powerhouse. She is a chick you do not want to piss off. She knows how to play the game. She knows how to act with political figures. You do not want to piss off this girl. Like, honestly, she scares me more than Putin does. I mean, that's just me being perfectly frank. But I don't know. Those are my hot takes for the day. I think I've like JJ said, I have a whole damn sermon going on right now, and it's just something that I feel this stuff. I do. You know, I've had I fell in love with black girls. I fell in love with Latino girls. I fell in love with Asian girls. I don't care because I don't care about like personally. I don't care about appearances. I don't care about your living situation. What I look for in someone and in general is just their heart, how they act around people, if they're cool, if they're nice, and that's what I look for. I look for someone who treats people right, and and that's what we all should be doing. We should all be doing that. We should all be treating people right. At the end of the day, you know, we don't have forever. We really don't. So why waste your time and energy being a dickhead to someone else that doesn't deserve it? It's a waste of time, energy, and you get nowhere by being an asshole. You really don't. People hate you more. You don't get anywhere as far as furthering your career by being an asshole. What comes around goes around. Karma will bite you in the ass. It has done so for many years to many people. And that's what I've taken away from Asian, any kind of Asian, uh, I want to find the right word for this. Any Asian influences, I should say. If I take anything from that, anything from Buddhist teaching, anything from Hindi teachings, anything from any of that, is that karma is a factor that is in real life. You treat people like shit, you'll be treated like shit. So just stop treating people like shit. It's crazy. People think that everyone thinks God is supposed to be benevolent, but no one asks why should God give a fuck about anyone. They don't. And it's actually funny that you say that because there's a song by Bo Burnham called God's Perspective. And it is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and link it in chat here. Give it a listen, though. Give it a listen. Because, while he is a very, very cynical person, and wow, that I hurt myself. While he is a very cynical person, Bo Burnham, he is a very enlightened person. Because through sarcasm comes brilliance, I believe. And when you read certain books and you see certain things and you feel certain ways about things, you know, he does bring that question. You know, he makes a joke that we're all just a bad game of Sims to God, and maybe we are. Maybe we're just a disappointing game of Sims, like Sims 2 or something, without the DLCs. You know what I mean? Like, what if we're just a bad thing that nobody liked? But all right, Raj, go ahead and go to bed. I'm gonna wrap up stream here, anyways, because one, my throat's starting to get a little scratchy from talking so damn much, and two, got a couple things to do today. Gotta take care of the puppers, and I'm gonna go get some more exercise because I need to lose this weight. Me being inside, sitting in a chair, playing a game, ain't getting me anywhere closer to my weight loss goals, as you guys can very well figure out. But I think that's what we need to understand is that you know, let's just say the book of Jesus, the Bible is right that Jesus died on the cross, paid for our sins. What the hell makes us think that we could smoke, drink, and do all that shit and be like, okay, well, God already paid for my sins, so let me just sin away. You know, I don't like the term that he has already paid for our sins because that just sounds like we can get away with murder. And then there's this misconception that if you believe in God and you ask for forgiveness, even on your deathbed, if you went into a, we'll just say a mall and shot it up and killed hundreds of people, that if you're on your deathbed, your last breath, you praise God and ask for forgiveness, that you're going to heaven like that. That is not right. That's Catholics. That tells you how much I actually give a damn about this. But you understand, these are the misconceptions that are being spread around. I mean, yeah, I may have gotten the group wrong, but don't get it wrong. These are the beliefs that are around. You could be the worst person in the world and ask God for forgiveness, and you shall be brought into the light of the Holy One, or some other spiel like that. Mind you, again, I'm not one to talk about beliefs and that kind of stuff. It's been a while since I've been to church, about a good 6 years. Let's be honest. But just because someone has already paid your your bill at a buffet doesn't mean that you get to keep eating at the buffet. You know, just because you keep racking up a bill doesn't mean that it's gonna constantly be getting paid over and over and over again. You know, when you lost, you are changed. When you're yeah, but that's what drives me. It's like when people say and they bring up this fact that this one guy died for all of our sins for all of eternity. We are all born in this world with sin, and we are. But if we're brought into this world with sin, then he never paid for it. So you're discrediting. But for us to continue sinning, knowing this, knowing that he has paid for our sins, that's also discrediting the sacrifice that he made. And if you are a believer, if you are a one of faith, then that's what drives me nuts. You know, you got people who go to church to save face. They come home, they pop open a bottle of Jack, and they fucking start drinking their asses off. You know, that or they go home, they beat their wife and kids, or they go home and they go to work the next day. They treat someone like shit. They ain't loving thy neighbor. They ain't treating anyone with respect. They're just committing more sins and having more problems. Like I think that's what I want to probably end off on. Like again, I'm not a preacher. I actually have a friend who is a preacher, and maybe that's why I'm acting like this now because I've been listening to a lot of his stuff. And while I do not believe in God at this extent right now, I'm very agnostic. I'm very on the fence whether I want to believe him or not. I like hearing people who do believe in him. I like hearing the belief of others. The people who believe in Vishnu, the people who believe in Yahweh, the people who believe in, the Lord, Jesus Christ. I love listening to them. And probably the best thing I could tell you is that I actually was laying in bed. I was sick. And one day I got a phone call. And it was this guy who wanted to talk about God. And he asked me, "Do you believe?" And normally, I don't have time for this kind of bullshit. I'm one of those cynical son of a bitches that, someone calls me up, and mind you, this is during COVID, so this is a Jehovah's Witness calling a random phone number, and he got mine. If this guy was walking down the street, I would have left my doors locked, I would have ignored it. This guy called my phone and I answered. So I say, you know what? I'll listen to you. And I had a 15-minute conversation with this man. I let him say everything he wanted to say. And, I actually had an intellectual and a spiritual conversation about his beliefs and everything else about it. And while I don't have any way of contacting him anymore, that conversation still resonates with me. Because even if I did it just for, a kick, even if it was just, to kill time, I don't know what the reason was that I picked up that phone call. But that phone call still bugs me to this day. It still rings in my head that I answered that phone and that I spent that time with that Jehovah's Witness. And that was someone who was so passionate about something. And sometimes you realize that maybe that's what you're missing in life is that passion, that desire to want to work for something. And like I'll just say this, JJ, you're a prime example. You love working where you work. You talk about it all the time in stream here, and I know you do. You love your job. There are days where it's bad, but I can tell that just on the way you talk, how much attention you pay to detail, that you do love your job. And I used to be like that too. And it's that kind of passion I love hearing. That's why any other person, any other person would probably tell this guy to shut up. Would tell this dude, "Hey, I'm not interested," and hang up on him. But like I said, there was something that day that kept me on that phone. And I think that's the problem with us. I think we need to start making time for people. And we need to start making time for the right people. Because when there are people like this who are passionate about something, who who want to, who want to put forward something that is important, even if we don't believe in it, even if we don't think that it's, worth our time, I think it's still worth the time. Exactly. You love your job. And that's what I mean. The way you talk about your job is the way this man was talking about his beliefs. You know, it's not on the same scale. Don't get me wrong. It's not. This is everlasting life. In faith in God versus your job. I mean, there's no balance there. But he had the same passion, if not more passion, and that's what resonated with me. And this guy was very nice. He was very respectful. He wasn't mad because he's been hung up on 100 times before. This man, even though he probably dialed hundreds of numbers before mine, he dialed my number and he talked to me like we were friends. He talked to me like I was an individual. And that's the kind of people we need. We need this is gonna be a very hot take, but we need people like Jehovah's Witnesses living these days. We need them. Everyone should act like a Jehovah's Witness because from my take, they are the nicest, most calm, people that I've ever met. Yeah, exactly. You find happiness in your job. They find happiness in spreading the word. They find happiness in spreading their happiness, and you spread your happiness. And okay, shut up. My phone is going off. And I think that's what I took from that phone call. And since we're talking about religion, I wanted to bring that up because again, that is something that has happened to me. This is a real story. I really picked up this phone out of pure boredom, out of just apprehension and not knowing what I was getting myself into. And I really did spend a 15-minute conversation with a Jehovah's Witness. And it was the most respectful, most down to earth talk I've ever had about someone, about, their beliefs and what they wanted to put forward. Fuck you, Cynthia. By the way, hi, Momo. Anyways, that being said, I'm gonna go yell at Momo because she's awake and I want to talk to her. So I kind of miss my bestie. I feel bad because I haven't made much time for her and I've been a really shitty friend recently. So says she's here. I'm gonna go say hi. Oh, you're not home right now? Okay, well never mind. I won't talk to you then. Screw you. See, I'm trying to make time for you. I'm trying. Yeah, it does. And that's the thing. And that's why, like me talking about a Jehovah's Witness, those 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 guys are ballsy. They have huge, giant cojones because they get yelled at, they get mistreated, they get hung up on, they get like thrown to the side, they get pushed away. But these are people who still, at the end of the day, believe more and believe harder than anybody else about what they're doing, and they believe that they're doing what's right. So I mean, eh, everyone has different beliefs, everyone has different prejudices, but I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. Yeah, I know Momo doesn't believe it's fake. Momo's a good girl. Me and her have talked about church a couple of times. I don't like talking about it honestly, but we've talked about her going to church and in my escapades with church before. I was going to a church for a horrible reason though, so I wasn't going for God. I was going for something else. But that's the old me. That's why I don't like going to church now. Because if I go, I'm gonna go and be focused on the main reason that I should be going, not because someone said so, or because it's a stipulation to you know to being with someone or to prolonging a relationship. The only relationship that I should care about while I'm inside of a church or a mosque or wherever the fuck I am should be my relationship with whoever I pray to or whoever I believe in. And honestly, that's what got me in trouble a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, there are the weirdos, unfortunately, but a lot of it comes from the wrong kind of upbringing, the wrong kind of people being in their lives. And it's just it's horrible, but it's a fact of life. It just happens. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of that text. But I had an open farm here. It's been 2 hours, so I'm gonna wrap up the open farm. I'm gonna be doing either recordings or something about the other farm. We were pretty happy. We got pretty lucky so far on the other farm. I still need to. So when I start the other farm, I need to go catch a catfish. I gotta do the traveling cart. I can't do community center. Community center gonna be on a Saturday unless it rains on Saturday. But as soon as we get community center opened up, we'll have two bundles to go turn in immediately, thanks to the fairy on night one. So that's something I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna keep this farm in case people want to play on it. Maybe eventually we'll re-up and see if anybody wants to jump on it and do a little fishing or hang out. But yeah, I'm gonna go outside, get some exercise, move my fat ass, so I can start losing this weight. So he won't let you have Haley. No, they can have Haley. I'm more of a. I've decided to cheat on Haley with Leah. I'm going with Leah now. I'm taking your girl. So, anyways, take it easy, y'all. Thanks for listening to my sermon, me espousing everything. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, Fire. Thank you, Raj. Thank you, Doyle. Thank you, May. Thank you, Momo, for showing up. Appreciate you all. She is. She is. She's very good with her hands too. Good intention to become really like or love you. I'll give you the. Yeah, exactly. And that's how I am too, JJ. I tend to give way too much, and I tend to be too faithful to those that sometimes don't deserve it. So, but I've been lucky to find some people who do deserve it. So I just have to be better to them. But that being said, it's been fun, and can't wait for cancel culture to totally kill this stream because of my hot takes. We'll see if I last long enough. But see you guys next time I stream, which honestly maybe whenever.